friends, happy Monday. I just got back from almost a 2-mile walk, and ignore behind me. It's a disaster zone back here. We're trying to do some remodeling, so ignore what's going on behind me. So I'm now sitting outside while my dogs go to the bathroom. I am drinking my coffee from a jack-o'-lantern mug. It feels like fall, and I'm excited for it. It is such a nice day. I went for such a nice little walk. I walked Cadence to school, and then I walked home. I added a little more to my walk. It was great. It was a great day. Had a very nice day. So happy Monday. Welcome to the vlog. I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope you guys have had a great couple of weeks. I think what I'm going to try to do until I'm more into a routine, I think I'm going to focus on every other week vlogs for now, and then maybe try to do like a themed video in between, but we'll see how it goes. I got to film my October reset / September reads video. So I'm going to try to do that today or tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. So I hope everybody's doing well. I have updates for you, so I will get to that when I'm in my office and situated and ready to start the day. But right now I'm going to sit outside. I'm going to enjoy some coffee. I'm going to listen to Kingdom of the Cursed and let my dogs run around for a bit because they've been confined in the house. Hope you guys are having a good day. Happy Monday, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Hello, my friends. I am back after several hours. Sorry. Things got a little busy. So here we are. I'm back. Hello, how's it going? And I wanted to chat a bit because since I talked to you last, yes, I read and finished Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco, and I really enjoyed this book. I guess I'm in my dark romance girly era because this was a lot of fun. This is very much like on the YA end. There's no real smut. There's obvious tension. There's things of that nature. But this is following Amelia. Amelia's sister, Vittoria, has been brutally murdered, and she is determined to figure out why and how and who did it. And then she accidentally summons a demon. So she summons Wrath. And she is a witch. And so the two of them are kind of trying to figure out what happened to her sister and if the devils are involved or if it's just like witch hunters or what it is. And so there's some tension there. There's some things going on. You can imagine. So he's a prince of hell, obviously, and he's one of, what, 7, 9? I don't remember. Anyway, so it takes place in Sicily and in Italy, and her family runs a little cafe, and so there's lots of fun little treats in here. There's food. So it does kind of make you hungry. It makes you crave Italian food if you're not like me and don't always crave Italian food. I mean, I'm that person. Could literally go to an Italian restaurant every single day, and I'd be happy. I'd be quite large, but I would be happy. I would be happy. So this is what's good. This was 4 stars. I had a good time with it. And yeah, we're gonna finish out the series. So now, because I am finishing out the series, we're doing Kingdom of the Cursed. Then we'll move on to Kingdom of the Feared. I am 185 pages in. I'm on chapter 14. And I have to admit that I'm enjoying this, but I'm having issues with Amelia, because I'm finding her annoying in this book. I don't know why, I just am. And I think it's maybe because like she's in her head too much. Maybe she's in her head too much. I don't know what it is. I would explain, but I feel like I would give away everything. So obviously you're still following Amelia, you're still following Wrath. I am enjoying it though. I think now that I've made it to a certain spot in this book, I'm going to start enjoying it more. Now that some truths have been told. Dun, dun, dun. So there's that. That's what I'm currently working on. And I'm hoping to get it finished soon rather than later because I would like to move on to Kingdom of the Feared, which is the 3rd and final book in this series. And I'm hoping to do that to at least finish this one and maybe one more. I think I'm going to pause the dark romance, fantasy romance stories for now. Between Kingdom of the Wicked and Kingdom of the Cursed, I might read like something cozy, something short, maybe dreadful, House of Salt and Sorrows, something along that lines, just to kind of cleanse the palate, because I don't want to burn myself out, because I am really enjoying these stories. I enjoy witches, I enjoy devils, I enjoy demons, I enjoy stories like that, and so I don't want to dislike it because I read it too much. You know what I mean? Like, I know that there are people out there that want me to just swallow the whole thing and take, you know, just eat the whole series, but eat it all up. But I don't know if I can do that and expect to enjoy it. So, and I think that might be part of my problem now, or was, with Amelia, because I liked her in Kingdom of the Wicked. And so maybe I'm just, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of like the miscommunication tropes. I'm not a huge fan of like just not telling each other everything. I just kind of, I'm a realist, I guess, in that way. But this one it's getting much better, and I'm at the just almost at the halfway point. So we'll see how it goes. This one is much thicker, and I guess longer than Kingdom of the Wicked was. But also a lot of this book at the end here is acknowledgements and snippets. A bonus chapter from Kingdom of the Wicked, and then a sneak preview of Kingdom of the Feared. So this is definitely 433 pages though. I am going out of town this weekend. I'm actually going to Chattanooga, and I'm meeting my friend from Alabama. I'm so excited. We're gonna meet up, and my aunt and I are gonna go down to Chattanooga. We're gonna go to a bookstore called The Book and Cover, which we're really excited about. It's an independent bookstore down there, and we're probably gonna go to McKay's. I've never been to a McKay's before, but I'm excited, and I'm sure I have some friends that will be excited to see what I think of it. And so we're gonna do that this weekend, so I'm very excited, which was why I think what I'm gonna do is try to finish Kingdom of the Cursed and then move on to something maybe a little shorter, a little less intense, so that I can take the weekend and just have a good weekend. You know what I mean? And not necessarily, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna get any reading done. I'm just not. I can't read in the car because it makes me feel sick to my stomach. So that's 6 hours there, 6 hours back. I'm not gonna be able to read. And then I am seeing a friend of mine who I have not seen in over a year. So I'm just not gonna, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna read, because the only plans we have is scary movies and maybe some popcorn when we're not walking around Chattanooga. I'm excited. We're going, the whole reason we're going is for a bookstore. A bookstore recommended by Lexi. I'll tag her page below. She goes there pretty frequently, and she kind of drew me to it. And I am in the midst of all those fun adventures, book adventures. I'm in the midst of all those fun book adventures where we go to independent bookstores around the area. Like I just went to Kansas City, we did some independent bookstores. Now we're gonna go to Chattanooga, do an independent bookstore. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time. So I'm excited. So yes. So that's what I'm gonna do. I just had my little lunchy poo. I have not been crazy hungry lately, and I like to I'll have like oatmeal for breakfast, yogurt for breakfast, coffee for breakfast, that kind of stuff. And then I'll have like not a very big lunch, because then I will have more room for dinner, because that sustains me till the next morning, right? So having dinner is much more important to me than having a full lunch. And so I have these little craveable combos. I ate it already. Sharp white cheddar cheese, milk, chocolate chunks, raspberry flavored dried cranberries, and graham cracker bites. And so I eat that, and then I had some grapes, and I had some apple straws. So I'm trying, and of course, more water than I know what to do with. So got that going for me. They are getting ready to open a new coffee shop down the street from us, like on the main drag, and it's called 7 Brews. And they gave out free coffee yesterday, free small coffees, because they want you to try their coffee. They want to convince you to come in. And I'm thinking that's genius. You know what I mean? And I ordered their coffee. If I'm going to try someone's coffee, I'm going to try it as is. Like, make it how you would make it if I didn't ask for anything specific. And so I tried their white chocolate mocha coffee. Oh my God. I'm like, I usually go to Dunkin', and they're very hit or miss, and I don't ever order their stuff as is, because that's just not smart. It's never good. But this was amazing. I had a white chocolate mocha, and Justin had a German chocolate coffee. Oh my God. And I don't even like coconut. and it was delicious. So I think I found a new coffee spot. So I'll be sure to bring you along when I go, when it opens. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So yeah, that is really all I have for you right now. I can't think of anything else. I'm going to try to get through some more Kingdom of the Cursed because I'm also listening to it. So I'm going to get through some more of that. I have to go get Cadence soon. And then I have to make dinner. I'm making TikTok spaghetti. I'll let you see how that looks. I'll let you watch. Because, you know, even if y'all don't care about what I'm cooking, it's something different for me to do other than talk to you about books and about my life in general. If I can figure out how, I'm going to share a video with you that I found on TikTok, and it 100% explained me. I was like, I've never found a video that explained me as well as this one. So sometime this week during this vlog, I will try to like screen record it and put it up or download it or something so that you guys can see this video. And I'll make sure to credit the people who did it, but it is so accurate. And it's a woman that has ADHD. But I'm not sure if mine's so much ADHD as it is anxiety, but it rings 100% true to who I am. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. A little look into my mental health. So, all right, I'm gonna get back to it and then I'll check up with you in a bit. Bye. friends. Happy... It's friggin' Thursday now. I'm sorry. Okay. Yes, my heater is on because it has gotten very cold here in the office. So this vlog is going to be really short probably. And also not a lot of updates because the last couple days, let me literally tell you what the last couple days has been for me. I spent Tuesday in an all-day ADHD summit panel speaker thing. Same with Wednesday. So that was what I did for work and didn't get a whole lot done during the day because, I mean, I'm paying attention to these speakers, I'm doing all that. And then it's just been Tuesday, Cadence had soccer practice and I had a meeting, and then Wednesday, it's been interesting. Charlie was sick. Charlie had to come home on Tuesday from school because he was sick, and then he was home all day yesterday, sick, and so he's back at school today. We'll see how that goes. But couple of updates for you though. The first thing I want to talk about, because there's a lot, is what I got from the library. So hold on. So you all did see that I went to the library. I got that filmed yesterday. Cadence and I went to the library. These I'm going to start, I don't know about this one yet, when I'm going to start that one, but these two are books that I have wanted to read. And also another Dragon Readathon, our little Discord Dragon Readathon starts next week. So I have to read 4 books for that. And so these are some of them. So I'm going to read A Clown in a Cornfield 3. I've already read Clown in a Cornfield and Clown in a Cornfield 2. So we're gonna move on to Clown in a Cornfield 3. These books are just fun and campy. Don't put yourself in a position to have a lot of expectations out of them. The thing that makes them creepy is because there's clowns involved. I did enjoy the first one for the amount of horror and, you know, stuff involved in it. And then the second one, it was more of like cults and things rising up. And so I don't know what this one is about. I assume it's about a cult because it is called the Church of Friendo. So I'm thinking that we're going to be dealing with the lovely group of people that think that Friendo was right in what they did. Which, by the way, in the first one is a bunch of clowns went in and killed a bunch of teenagers. So got that going for you. So that is that one. So that's one that I'm reading. And then as a group, we're all reading Bonesmith by Nikki Palpretto. I have been wanting to read this book. It is part of a trilogy and I've been wanting to read it, and so I'm really glad we're reading it as a group so we can all discuss it. But this is, in the Dominions, the dead linger, violent and unpredictable, unless a bonesmith severs the ghosts from their earthly remains. For Bonesmith Wren, becoming a Valkyrie, a ghost-fighting warrior, is a chance to solidify her place in the noble house of Bone and impress her frequently absent father. But when sabotage causes Wren to fail her qualifying trial, she is banished to the border wall, the last line of defense against a wasteland called the Breach, where the vicious dead roam unchecked. Determined to reclaim her family's respect, Wren gets her chance when a House of Gold Prince is kidnapped and taken beyond the wall. To prove she has what it takes to be a Valkyrie, Wren vows to cross the breach and rescue the prince, but to do so she's forced into an uneasy alliance with one of the kidnappers, a fierce ironsmith called Julian from the exiled House of Iron, the very people who caused the breach in the first place, and the House of Bone's sworn enemy. As they travel, Wren and Julian spend as much time fighting each other as they do the undead, but when they discover there's more behind the kidnapping than either of them knew, they'll need to work together to combat the real danger, a dark alliance that is brewing between the living and the undead. So, it's exciting. It's a fantasy. I'm excited. I've heard good things. So I'm excited to dive into that one. And then the other book I got from the library is going to be a Christmassy read, and it's relatively short. So I got that going for me. It's barely less than 300 pages. So it's called The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year by Allie Carter. And what hooked me was literally the part that says Knives Out gets a rom-com twist. Knives Out is probably one of my favorite movies. I really enjoy it, and I like rewatching it when I can. So this is a rivals to lovers Christmas romance mystery from New York Times bestselling author Allie Carter. The bridge is out, the phones are down, and the most famous mystery writer in the world just disappeared out of a locked room 3 days before Christmas. Meet Maggie Chase and Ethan Wyatt. She's the new queen of the cozy mystery. He's Mr. Big Time Thriller guy. She hates his guts. He thinks her name is Marcy, no matter how many times she's told him otherwise. But when they both accept a cryptic invitation to attend a Christmas house party at the English estate of a reclusive fan, neither is expecting their host to be the most powerful author in the world, Eleanor Ashley, the Duchess of Death herself. That night, the weather turns, and the next morning, Eleanor is gone. She vanished from a locked room, and Maggie has to wonder, is Eleanor in danger, or is it all some kind of test? Is Ethan the competition? Or is he the only person in this snowbound mansion she can trust? As the snow gets deeper and the stakes get higher, every clue will bring Maggie and Ethan closer to the truth and each other, because this Christmas, these two rivals are going to have to become allies, and maybe more if they have any hope of saving Eleanor, assuming they don't kill each other first. So, a fun little Christmas mystery. Hopefully, I don't think I have to turn these in until like the end of October, so I'm hoping that I can just like either sneak it in at the end of October or hold on to it again and start reading it in November. Because I'm not ready for it yet. I'm not ready for Christmas yet, but I had to wait so long for this book. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, but I'm excited. My first Christmas read of the year. I am sweetin'. So my next update for you is that I have finished Kingdom of the Cursed. This is the second book in the Wicked trilogy. So the first book is Kingdom of the Wicked, the second book is Kingdom of the Cursed, and the third book is Kingdom of the Feared. So I am not starting this one yet. I will start this one next week because it is part of the readathon that I am doing. But I did finish this one. I gave it 4.5 stars, mostly because, I don't know if it was because I went straight from this one into this one, which I really shouldn't do that with trilogies because I tend to be slightly more annoyed in the second one, mostly because it's like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. So in this book, you're following Amelia, and Amelia's sister has been murdered, and she ends up making a deal with the devil Wrath, and he's supposed to help her find her sister. Turns out things twist, things change, and it goes from there. But she's fighting strong emotions and strong physical attractions to Wrath, who in turn is kind of struggling with the same thing for her. So then you get into this one, and I'm not going to get into the crazy details, but Wrath and Amelia are still together, and they're not together, you know what I mean? But they're together, and she's trying to unravel a mystery curse that she is dealing with, and part of that includes her dead sister. And so she's still trying to figure out who murdered her sister, just like she was in the first one. She's still trying to figure out who murdered her sister in this one. But I think what annoyed me the most in this one was that I was finding Amelia a little annoying. And I don't know if it's because I just am at that point now with books where it's like, you like him, he likes you, can we just get this over with? I don't know, but to me, there was a lot of repetitive stuff happening in here, a lot of things being said that were repetitive, and so as much as the tension and the slow burn was happening, and that kept me enthralled, there was just a lot. I feel like there may have been a lot of information in here that could have been skipped. Like, there's no reason for this book to be 433 pages long. Like, but I did still like it. I did have a good time. I did enjoy myself. It was a fun time. It just took me a little longer to get through, and I think it is because I dove right in, and I should have waited. I have learned this about myself. I should not just dive right in to the second book in a trilogy unless there's like a strong desire to. I did not have a super strong desire to jump right in to this one after this one. And so I probably should have taken that as a cue to give myself a brain break from demons and witches and devils and vampires and everything else involved in this. So there's just a lot also to unravel in these stories. And so I think that's another part of it too, is it's just my brain was having a hard time keeping up. You know, there's just a lot. There is a lot to these stories. With most books, I will say this, with most books series, the second book is usually not the great one in the series. The first one's really good and the third one really good, but the second one usually falls short. This did not fall short. This exceeded my expectations. It tied up a plot hole in the first one and opened up a plot hole for the third one. And I like it when they do that. I like it when it's like, you're not just leaving open ends. Like, you're not coming, in a second book, you're not coming to any conclusions. you're just leaving everything open and everything is just like, or you're just adding more that needs to be wrapped up in the third book. Like, that never makes sense to me. So I did like that in this aspect. This did not have second book syndrome at all. Like, this was a good, fun time read. And like I said, it was still 4.5 stars. But I think, like I said, the reason it was only 4.5 stars is because of the reasons I said, but also because I figured out a twist. That usually brings it down a notch if I can figure out what's coming next. I did still enjoy myself. There is a very slow burn in this one that starts in this one and then amps up in this one, and then if my understanding is correctly, the amount of smut in this one is exceedingly more. So just so y'all know, like, that's the path we're taking. So you may find these in the YA section at your local bookstore, but this one is really the only YA one. That's what I'm gonna say. This one is more adult and needs to not be in the YA section. And then my understanding is that this one is even more adult. 2 out of the 3 done, but just look how pretty they are. Like, for real. Like, they're so pretty. And they're so pretty all together. Like, look at that. So yes, did I buy those books because they're pretty? I did. Not really. Also because I wanted to read them, clearly. What I'm gonna work on, aside from work stuff, because I've been out of work the last 2 days because I've been in that training, even though I was sending emails and stuff from the training, is I'm gonna read Dreadful. Dreadful is written by Caitlin Rozakis. It is more of a fun, cozy, fantasy type book that I think I need to cleanse my palate, and plus it's shorter, and I leave tomorrow morning for Chattanooga. I may pack this, just in case, like, I have a little time, but that's assuming I don't finish this, because this is less than 300 pages. So, and if it's a cozy mystery, and it's hysterical, and it's funny, because that's what it says on the back, is like, Dreadful is pure fun. A spellbinding, literally massacre of all our favorite tropes, underscored with a pleasingly dry wit. This one is a guy, he wakes up in a evil wizard's lair and cannot remember anything about himself, who he is, where he came from, in an evil wizard's workshop with no eyebrows, no memories, and no idea how long you have before the dead lord whomever shows up to murder you horribly and then turn your skull into a goblet or something. It's a lot worse when you realize the dead lord whomever is you. Gav isn't really sure how he ended up with a castle full of goblins or why he has a princess locked in a cell. All he can do is play along with his own evil plan in hopes of getting his memories back before he gets himself killed. But as he realizes that nothing, from the incredibly tasteless cloak adorned with flames to the princess, is quite what it seems, Gav must face up to all the things the Dreadlord Gavrox has done, and he'll have to answer the hardest question of all. Who does he want to be? I'm excited. We're gonna dive into this one, and I like the edges on this one too. So like I said, sucker for a sprayed edge. So we're gonna dive into this guy. Something a little cozy, something a little more where I need it to be right now. And then on top of everything else, I started working with Cadence on, there's an app, and the app is called June. This is not sponsored by any means, but June is an app. So there's a parent app and then a child app. And in the parent app, you basically set up quests for your kiddo. So like this one, do a homework assignment, put shoes away, brush your teeth in the morning and night. So then it's like any time, right? Like if it's specific things you want them to do at night or during the day, in the morning. She did her morning routine already, but it just helps them get into a routine a little better, especially when they don't want to do the things that you're telling them to do. And I have trouble with that with both of my children, but June is definitely going to be more angled at Cadence, because for the kids app, oh, you missed it, but for the kids app, you create a little character. So she's created this little character. Her name is Lily. She looks like a little fox. She's very cute. And each task that you do, because she gets her tasks listed, right? Listed to her. Everything she needs to do. And she can say she completed it. And then I have to go into the parent app and, you know, say yes, we did it. She did it. It's all good. So then she gets coins. And then for each coin she gets rewards. And so she gets rewards where she can actually like dress up Lily, or she can do whatever needs to be done. Like she also has to feed Lily She has to pet Lily, she has to love Lily, she has to give Lily a bath. So she does have to actually take care of this little creature. But with each task, she can put things, she can give her costume, she can give her outfit, she can do all these things. And then you can also give rewards to your child. So they can go visit you. The family hub teleporter is what it's called. So she can go visit me, because I'm apparently this person over here in the corner. And if she taps on me, all of these little rewards show up. So if she gets 750 coins, she can spend those, and she gets $5 for Robux. Sorry, this thing is kind of loud. Or 750, oh, this one is a toy. A new toy up to $20. Family movie night, go out for ice cream, $5 for Robux, because she really likes playing Roblox. And so if she saves up that many, and she comes to my store and buys those, and those are things I have to do. So she's not just getting rewarded in a way that she gets to take this cute little animal and make it more, but she gets rewarded by me as well. And you can send cute little notes and stuff to her too that says you're doing great, whatever. But the reason I like it, and we just started it yesterday, and right now I'm in the month free trial. I don't know how much it is after a month, but she has never been more excited to brush her teeth in the morning. She has never been more excited to floss or take her vitamins or put her shoes on. She's never been more excited to do any of that because she gets coins. And she just asks me, she asked me this morning, and like I said, I started yesterday and I've seen a total 180. She, like last night we got home and I was telling her about this app and we were working through it and I was giving her some things to do. And like, she was like, well, what's something I need to do? And I said, you need to put your shoes away, because this kid leaves her shoes all over the house. And so she goes and she gets her shoes and she puts them in her room. She's like, okay, what else do I need to do? So I was giving her all these things to do. We worked on a homework assignment. We, you know, she helped me load the dishwasher and unload and load the dishwasher. So we're doing stuff like that every other day, because then Charlie has chores every other day as well. But the reason I feel like this is more geared towards Cadence is because Cadence has this general interest in creating these animals and playing games with these animals. And she's very much a gamer person. I'm not a huge believer in like gamifying people's lives, but if it gets the kid to do things with me, for me, without arguing, I'm in. So I know exactly what's gonna happen when I pick her up. Mommy, what are my tasks for this afternoon? So, I mean, it's things as simple as read a book for 10 minutes. And you get like 10 coins. So that's been really helpful. So I wanted to share that. That for sure has been something that I didn't think would work, but is working really well so far, and we're only on day 2. Now, if only I could figure out how to get my ADHD brained teenager to get into a habit like this, we would be golden. But I just don't see a teenager going for something like that. Like, they don't care. They don't want to, you know, I think he would be more or less going for the bigger prizes if I were to download that to his phone. He would want to get the points or the coins in order to get bigger prizes. Like for me, with him, it would have to be like $50 shopping spree to Hot Topic, or going thrifting with mom, or, you know, bigger high ticket items, which is something I could probably work on with him. It's something I can bring up. I just want to see if it works with Cadence first. Because even like help clean up with the general tidiness of the house. Like she's in there folding she's in there folding blankets and all that. And so it's been helpful. It's been helpful. I like it. Again, not sponsored, but June, you're welcome to come my way. Let me tell you, come my way. Cause so far, I'm a fan. Lastly, I am going to be doing some laundry today because I have to pack today. That's on the agenda. I just washed my backpack that I'm going to take, because since we're only going for 2 days and 2 nights, basically, so we'll get there tomorrow and then I'll stay Friday night, Saturday night, come home on Sunday. I don't need a lot of clothing and I don't need a lot of gadgets, and I don't take a lot of extra stuff with me anyway. So I just need pajamas and, you know, underwear and things of that nature. So that will not be hard. But what I do want to pack is specific shirts. I want to pack some fall fun shirts, because the friend that I am meeting in Chatanooga, it's an in real life bestie, as we call her, she and I are both very much into horror films and scary movies and stuff, and so I'm probably going to wear a lot of my horror themed shirts. Also need to check the weather to see what kind of shirts I need. Do I need sweatshirts? Do I need hoodies? Do I need short sleeve shirts? What do I need? What do I need? So this is where my anxiety is going to kick up, friends. This is for sure where it's going to kick up, because this is where I get most anxious, is right before I leave for a trip, because I want to make sure that things are going to be as easy as possible for Justin while I'm gone, because he's going to have both kids. So I want to make sure like all the laundry's done in the house tonight, so it's one less thing he has to worry about over the weekend, and making sure that the kids are getting picked up. And so it's a lot. So like it's a lot of moving parts. And so tomorrow my aunt and I will drop Cadence off at school, and then we will hit the road, and then my dad will be picking Cadence up from school on Friday, tomorrow afternoon, and then Justin's gonna pick up Charlie, and then we're gonna kind of go from there. But I'm excited to go. I miss my bestie, and she lives in Alabama, so we don't really get to see each other very much. So I'm very excited to go see her, shop for some books, because that's really the reason we're going. So I'm rattling on. So I'm gonna go ahead and start folding this load of laundry and getting it put away, and then I'm gonna get back to work and hopefully read a little at some point, and then we're gonna go from there. I'm gonna shower at some point. You know, the routines. You gotta, the routines. You know, maybe I need June. I'm happy we're back to Monday now. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out the vlog. So I wanted to show you first a couple of things. One, I told you earlier in the vlog that if I could figure out how to put a video into the vlog up here, I would do that. So I will see if I can get that done now. So I'll just like do this.
Are you angry with me?
No, babe. Why do you keep asking me that?
I live with a constant sense that I'm always in trouble, so I'm just trying to figure out if I am or not.
Probably something to speak to your therapist about.
Yeah, but I'm also worried that I'm in trouble with him too.
Is that another new notebook, babe?
Yup, and pen. This is going to be the convo that changes everything.
Why do you think a new notebook's going to sort your life out?
Truth is, I'm incapable of just waking up and doing the things that I need to do. There's no dopamine in the tasks themselves, so I need to go and spend on something bright and sparkly to give a little bit of that to motivate me to get the tasks done.
Don't forget to text Kat back.
I haven't forgotten.
Oh, cool. You've done it then?
No, but I haven't forgotten. I think about it all the time, 24/7. That text message sits there as a little reminder for what a terrible friend I actually am. And although I am desperate to reply to it on a daily basis, I am incapable of actually doing so, and I do not understand why.
What are you doing?
We need to clean the kitchen now. Let's go.
Why have you got a sudden desire to clean?
It's because we've got people coming round, so it's actually fueled by anxiety and shame because I can't bear for them to see how much of a messy house I actually live in. If I could feel this way all the time, I think I'd actually be a tidy person, but I don't think I'd be very happy.
So that video kind of sums me up in a nutshell, which is why I was wondering at the beginning if maybe I have a little ADHD, but I don't really see that as much as like ADD, as much as I see it as anxiety, which is something I definitely struggle with. We all know that. And so yeah, that was just, it was just interesting, and I wanted to share that with you. So know that if you feel that way, you're definitely not alone. Also, I really like that creator on TikTok. They're very open to discussing ADHD and what that looks like, and you know, ways to help, ways to cope, how they support each other. So if you get a chance, I'll link her down below, but you should check her out definitely if you're worried you have ADHD, because she's very insightful. So then, as you know, over the weekend I went to Chattanooga and I hung out with my friend Jen, who lives in Alabama, and I had so much fun. We went to a couple of different bookstores. We went to the Book and Cover, we went to McKay's, and we went to Winder Binder, all in Chattanooga. You might hear some noise behind me. My neighbors are moving and other neighbors are moving in, so I'm not sure if they're getting ready to move their stuff out or if they're moving the new people. I don't know. I'm gonna figure that out though. I'm gonna be that person probably today. Anyway, I'll just yell over it, it's fine. So we went to Book and Cover, McKay's, and Winder Binder, and Book and Cover was so cute. It was so adorable. I am so grateful that Lexi at Alexandra Roseland, I'll tag her down below too, has ever mentioned it, because I was so glad to go to Chattanooga and see it and be in it. And it's like, it's my dream bookstore. It's what I want in the future, 100%. So, and then we went to McKay's, which is a very large warehouse of used books, all used books, CDs, records, manga, vinyl, shirts. They've got all kinds of stuff. It was a little overwhelming, but it was still pretty cool. I liked it. And then later that night, we went to a place called the Winder Binder, which is down in downtown Chattanooga, and it has new books, but it also has lots of used books, and it also has like tarot cards and other spooky things, and it was just a lot of fun. It was a great time. I had a great weekend. I had some really great food. I relaxed. I didn't read at all, which is what I told you I wasn't gonna do. But I will show you what I picked up. I only picked up 2 books while I was in Chattanooga, and I picked them up from the Book and Cover. And I picked up Christmas reads. So I'm so excited. So I picked up Make the Season Bright by Ashley Herring Blake. Ashley Herring Blake is the one that wrote Delilah Green Doesn't Care, and then the subsequent novels after that. She writes really cute little love stories, really funny, sarcastic, usually sapphic love stories. So this one says, it's been 5 years since Charlotte Donovan was ditched at the altar by her ex-fiance, and she's doing just fine. Sure, her mother never checks in, but she has her string ensemble in the Roseland Quartet, and her life in New York is a dream come true. As the holidays draw near, her ensemble mate Sloane persuades Charlotte and the rest of the quartet to spend Christmas with her family in Colorado. It is much cozier and quieter than Manhattan, and it would guarantee more practice time for the quartet's upcoming tour. But when Charlotte arrives, she discovers that Sloane's sister, Adele, also brought a friend home, and that friend is none other than her ex, Brighton. All Brighton Verbrook wanted was to have the holliest, jolliest Christmas and try to forget that her band kicked her out. But instead, she's stuck pretending that she and her ex are strangers, which proves to be difficult when Sloane and Adele's mom signs them all up for a series of Christmas dating events. Charlotte and Brighton are soon entrenched in horseback riding and cookie decorating, but Charlotte won't talk to her. After a few days, however, things start to slip through. Memories, music, the way they used to play together. Brighton on guitar, Charlotte on her violin, and it all feels painfully familiar. But it's in the past, and nothing can melt the ice in their hearts, right? So it's gonna be so cute! Cookie making, horses, sleigh riding, Christmas music! Ah! I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Obviously, I won't be reading this until like probably November, if not December, but you guys, I'm so excited. Look, it's got little ornaments. Look at it. I'm so excited. Ugh. Love it. And I play the violin. So now I relate to Charlotte in that way, anyway. So then I also picked up The Nightmare Before Christmas, a royals and romance novel by Sarah Rosh. So this is Nicholas Cole Kloss used to love Christmas until his father, the reigning Santa, turned the holiday into a PR facade. Cole will do anything to escape the spectacle, including getting tangled in a drunken, supremely hot makeout session with a beautiful man behind a seedy bar one night. But the heir to Christmas is soon commanded to do his duty. He will marry his best friend, Iris, the Easter princess, and his brother's not-so-secret crush. A situation that has disaster written all over it. Things go from bad to worse when a rival arrives to challenge Cole for the princess's hand, and Cole comes face to face with his mysterious behind-the-bar hottie, Hex, the Prince of Halloween. It's a fake competition between two holiday princes who can't keep their hands off each other over a marriage of convenience that no one wants, and it all leads to one of the sweetest, sexiest, messiest, most delightful, unforgettable love stories of the year. So, a joyful and Ashley Herring Blake blurbed this, and it says a joyful holly-covered romantic romp. So, it's my two favorite holidays. So I'm very excited. Halloween and Christmas and all the, I mean, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So those are the two books I bought. And I had a really great time. I got to hang out with my friend who I haven't seen in a year, and so it was great. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get to work editing this vlog so that you all can have it. And then I'll start working on the next one as the day goes on. So I hope you guys are having a really great day. I hope you guys are loving yourselves unconditionally. You are living your absolute best life. And I hope you are reading some really, really, really great books. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.